This is a 2026 Ford F350 Lariat Tremor. And I'm sure you guys can tell this is the new color for this model year. I borrowed this truck from Garff Ford here in West Valley, Utah. Be sure to ask for Ken, his cell phone number is down below. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see the options and features on this build. At the very top is the description. Argon Blue Metallic is the paint color. And then here's a short listing of the standard features. Be sure to pause. Starting off the options is the Argon Blue Metallic for $395. High output is $13,495, and then trimmer package is $44.50. I did skip over the black appearance for $42.95 there, by the way. Rapid heat, engine block heater, fifth wheel prep, outfitter switches, Lariat Ultimate, and premium package right there. Now base price comes in at $66,840 with a total price of $98,040. I've mentioned this in the past, but blue is like one of my favorite colors. And on an off-road truck, this shade blue, it hits. And all you had to do was add the black appearance just to finish it off. Now I will mention the new powertrain option on this truck here in a second, so let's just kind of get through it here. But on the front end, they do black out the grille and the Ford logo. Love the way it looks. You have a camera, which comes standard on Lariat. However, those parking sensors are actually a part of the premium package on this truck. Reflective style headlights, LED everything, turn signals, also your fog lights down below. And my favorite part about the Tremor is your front air dam. It really finishes off the front of these trucks for sure. Black recovery hooks, and then here is a quick peek at that front axle. Now if you don't know, you do have a LSD, which is a limit slip diff on the front end, and you do have a lift on this truck too. Fabric material for the liner, and here are these aggressive tires. These are the Goodyear Wrangler Duratrax LT 285/75/18, which is 34.8 inches tall, 11.2 inches wide. And here's a quick peek at the capacity right here. 4,080 pounds, 80 PSI code. So these tires actually have the most capacity out of all the tires available for single rear wheels. Load range E, made in the USA. And let's go ahead and pop back so you guys can see the whole truck here. I'm telling you, this color, man, it hits. Now I have to admit, I have powder pulver running boards and I'm starting not to like them because they scratch so easy. So if you're someone who plans on going off-road, you can actually delete these high clearance steps. I recommend that you don't because they're gonna hold up a lot better in my opinion. Here's all the blackout for these trim pieces here. Mirror caps come standard with the blackout, and then you have all the lighting on the mirrors on the front, blind spot alert, and top mirror is going to be heated. You have some of those cameras there, painted door handles with smart key system, and you can kind of see that Tremor tuned shock absorber right there. There it is. Also, there were no skid plates at the front of this truck. You probably noticed that. However, they do give you a skid plate for your fuel tank and for the transfer case right there. High output badge right there too. And you can only get this truck in a standard bed, which I would like to see that change in the future personally. Here's where we're gonna fill up at. You're gonna have a 34-gallon fuel tank, 7.4 gallon DEF. They also give you the blackout now on these wheels too, which I like. 4 leaves in the main pack with the overload, and then there's your wheel well liner. Also, you can see the fifth wheel prep package from here too, so all bolted into that frame. Out back, no applique, which is actually okay with me. You have a class 5 hitch with a 7 and 4 pin. They used to give you a lock here. Now you have to add that on to the build sheet. Parking sensors. They did restyle this back in 2023 too, which I like. And there's your spare tire. So it's gonna have a steel wheel inside of there. And then you have a 355 with electronic locker out back. You can see those Tremor tuned shock absorbers a little bit better too. More blackout for the badging, light, camera, and this is assisted too. This also has a step. I believe the step comes a part of the ultimate package. They've been doing this for a long time, probably over a decade now. I would say they've had this step. This truck actually has a spray in. You also have the Pro Power, 2 kilowatts, bed lights, and you guys see the tie downs. You can actually add a tie down here, but I actually have a better solution through Juggernaut. Promo code down below. You can actually add a strap here. And I think that if you're looking to use your bed and you need to tie things down securely, that is a really good option for your truck. Now if you want to turn the lights on in the bed, boom, right here. And you have a 7-pin and a 12-way plug. 5th wheel prep package. Power sliding glass with defrost. Camera. And this truck doesn't have a twin panel. This is a pretty unique build. Has a ton of options, I would say. Right, black appearance, ultimate, premium package, and no clearance lights, which I like to see that. But yeah, no twin panel, which would probably put the truck almost over 100K. For us lazy guys that would get the platinum, you can't put the tailgate up with your knee. You gotta lift this bad boy up, and that's okay. It's a truck, right? It gives you a good workout. Really like this color, and then here's a quick peek at those exhaust tips. So let's talk about this new powertrain option for a second. For 2023, Ford pretty much redesigned the Super Duty. And when they added the Tremor package for that model year, you can either get the 7.3 or the high output. For 2026, they have introduced the standard output Power Stroke for the Tremor package. It was not available in the past, so that's why I kind of say it's a new powertrain option, because it wasn't available in the previous years with this truck. So if you want to save a little bit of money, that is the engine option to go with. I know some guys who don't even notice the difference between the engines, although I will say you really got to drive them back to back, because there's a big difference between the two, especially if you're towing. I've towed with the high output, and yes, that engine pulls hard. Now that engine would have 475 horsepower, 1,050 pound-feet of torque. Now this is the king of the hill, 500 horsepower, 1,200 pound-feet of torque, and all that power goes through the 10-speed transmission. It's a 10R140, and yes, better cooling on this, lower compression, aluminum heads. It also has compacted graphite iron block. Now I have to put another quick plug in here for Banks. You see right there, that little sensor. Get rid of that sensor in the intake manifold and get the Banks relocate kit for that, because those sensors get really dirty and sometimes they can send inaccurate readings. So I just recommend getting those things cleaned off, and then boom, all you'd have to do then is clean the relocate kit. Now in the comment section, should Ford offer XLT and Lariat a second trim option like the Ford F-150's Tremor interior? I know that some people love it, some people hate it. Now this truck doesn't have the orange accents like the F-150 does, but I would like to see, for the Lariat at the very least, like that same orange accent, and then just make it like a specialty package, right? I think it would be kind of cool. But 10-way seat, so you can lift the front and the back of this seat cushion. Lumbar support just goes in and out. And when you get the ultimate package, boom, you can actually tilt your headrest. They did take away the power steering column back in 2025, I believe it was. Here's some of your controls for your lighting, electronic parking brake, power pedals down below. So you still have this, which is nice. You do have a lighter color roof, right? And it does match the stitching right there. Let's go and check out the passenger side. Really quickly, you guys see right there? There's your puddle lights. I forgot to show it to you earlier. Now on this side you have an 8-way seat. I'm not sure why Ford does that. They don't allow you to lift up the front of the seat cushion there, which I would like to see. There is a cover right here. soft touch dash grab handle. You guys see your auxiliary switches up there. Here's your center console armrest. And then out back, B&O sound system. So this is upgraded because of the Ultimate package too. You have outboard heated seats, and right here, armrest with cup holders, storage. And let's go ahead and jump back over to the driver's seat. Now, this is one change they made for the interior that I found. So this cover here does not have the soft close like it used to in the past. Now you have to push it open and then pull it closed. So again, they try to take little things here and there away because it saves them money, and I understand it, I get it. This truck does have the trail turn assist, the lockers right there, and then why you get the Tremor is it gives you the extra drive mode. So you have eco, tow haul, normal, slippery, off-road, and then this is the new one, which is rock crawl. So that comes a part of that Tremor package. Ultimate package, let's give you this guy here. So heads up display, home link is right there, and as I said, on the other side you have those auxiliary switches, place here for your sunshades. And yeah, no twin panel. Thoughts? So some of you guys always like call me out about my green tea from Panera Bread, and here's what I'll tell you. They have this sip program, and I think it's like it might have gone up in price, probably because of me. You get 2 free drinks a day, and I eat breakfast in the morning time, and I pass by Panera every day. That's why I get this drink. So yes, I do get a green tea 5 days a week. I don't go twice in a day. I just get one and I'm done at that point. But yeah, this is a really nice center console. You guys just saw what I did there too. You saw the wireless charger, dual climate control, heated seats, heated steering wheel, camera systems right there, dual stage exhaust brake. I would drive this truck, but I don't feel like driving today. 17.5 miles, so we'll just leave the miles alone. But what do you guys think about this truck? I think that this Argon Blue is a absolute winner for sure. Let's go ahead and check out the numbers on the door. Front gross axle weight rating is going to be 5,200 pounds. The rear is 7,050. Gross vehicle weight rating is 12,000 pounds. 18 by 8 wide wheels. Axle code is a 3J, by the way. And then all-in payload is 3,928 pounds. And one benefit about the Tremor package is you do run the tire pressure a little bit lower, so 75 in the rear, 60 up front. I hope you guys like this video. I think that Ford has done a great job overall with this truck. I always see a Super Duty every day. You're going to see a Super Duty, and I typically see them in the Tremor package. And I remember when they brought this truck out back in 2020, I believe it was a huge success for them. So yes, they definitely made GM get better. Obviously Ram, because Ram's always had the Power Wagon, but they never really added another off-road package like the Rebel that they have today. But yes, be sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure notifications are on. See you soon.